Good day, Lord and ladies. Welcome back to Griftlands. And let's contact Lissa. Let's see. That's done. So, where are we going? Here we go. Talk to the mysterious Bile Broker. We have a random encounter en route. A number of Hess-clad figures congregate before you menacingly. Hail, citizen. It has come to our attention that you've been derelict. Sorry. Hail, citizen. It has come to our attention that you have been derelict in your services to Hess. Now that you're back in the Pearl, you must want to remedy that. Well, hey, I'm the kind of citizen of the world, you know. Who's to say I've been derelict when I've been giving back in my own way? Little Beale only smiles acidly in response. Give a pledge. Convince Little Beale you've already donated today. Yeah, that's a lot of resolve. Or we can fight them. Give a pledge, 25 sil. Fine, that's the most I can afford. Not like this wasn't going to find its way to your bottom feeders anyway. Your factory won't go unrecognized, Smith, nor will your corporation. Let's go to the Bile Broker. You were looking for me? I've got to say, not sure what you want with a guy like me. I am. I hear you've been close to the Great Beaching. Not once, but many times. Is that true? Close might be a little strong. I've been within whiffing distance, but I wouldn't say we're on first name basis. I have a client who wishes to procure a genetic sample. It's dangerous work, and the Hessens would find it heretical. I require the assistance of someone who doesn't fear the cult. Well, hey, then maybe I can help you after all. I'm feeling a little iffy on the beaching right now, though. What's your client want with the sample anyway? A great and terrible truth, bare words. My payment in exchange for this service is information. They promise to share what they know about this behemoth. You may receive sills, however. Sills are always good, but you know, I wouldn't hate learning a little bit more about this beaching too. Information is addictive. Here, take this vial. I need you to fill it with an uncontaminated sample as you can manage. I suspect our brother is probably involved in this somehow. Once you've done so, head to the rendezvous point and meet with the buyer. Is that clear? Convince Liz to come with you. Ask about the sample. How do I get the goods anyway? Just scoop up some snot. It's not complicated, but you do wish to get as natural a source as you can. Make a small incision to siphon off some of the more melanderous fluid. Somehow that's even grosser than snot. About the beaching. So I guess you're telling me the beaching isn't just some bloated puffer eel, huh? At that size, it would be marvellous in itself, wouldn't it? Yeah, sure. The behemoth is a creature unknown. If it's truly ascending from Hess, then its biology must contain a great many secrets. Perhaps the buyer knows. That's certainly what I'm depending on. Let's try and convince her to come. You're going to come with me, aren't you? I can watch your back and get you close, but you're the real expert when it comes to this science stuff. Okay, so what have we got here? Mattel, okay. And he's hitting us for a lot of damage. Okay, so... First things first. Let's absorb some of this damage. And then we are going to go that, and then that. This will die soon enough. Okay, so they're just going to keep on coming, huh? Okay, so let's do the power charge. And we're going to go... Not enough. I don't have enough rage. Okay. First of all, apply some armor to ourselves. And then we will go... This... Okay, that... That... Yeah, we took a nasty hit. Okay, now this is what we want. I wanted this card to pop out, because that means we can play this. That won't be great for us. Let's destroy an opponent's argument. We can't play that. Okay. Okay. First we'll play this. Then, with that on the field, I'm going to hit you for a ton of damage. Discard that one. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why my card's getting discarded. Okay, yeah. We took a fair chunk of damage, but we should be able to win this fairly coherently now. I don't know what's going on. Okay. We got that. Nothing that I want from here. Some metal, a lot of metal, and some health. Most folks agree I am an idiot, and if I screw it up, then neither of us get answers, huh? I suppose so, if you're idiotic as you claim. Though at least knowing your weaknesses speaks to your wisdom, if not your cunning. Ah, yeah, I'm hella wise, and my wisdom suggests we work together on this. Well then... Well, very well. Lead on then, and please be sure to keep me safe, as you promised. Okay. Alright, bud. You ready to mosey? Yes, I believe so. It's exciting. I love the sea. When the Hessens tolerate me being near it. Okay, we need to go back and heal. Buy a drink. Yeah, we got buzzed, which is annoying. But we got our resolve back. It's a shame that the Mattel seller isn't here, because we've got a ton of Mattel that I'd love to basically throw down. But let's go and get our sample. It's early in the day, but the Admiralty and labourers are busy preparing the beach for the Deltrine visitors. The most powerful nation in the world, located on the mainland across the sea. Fortunately, you're good at pretending you belong. You puff out your chest and walk around to the back of the behemoth, looking down your nose at any labourers who glance your way. What? I am very pompous, pearly what? Unsurprisingly, you're soon approached. One too many whats, perhaps. Someone's coming. Excuse me, sir, but the pile broker has been prohibited from accessing this site. we're gonna have to just try and persuade, convince a little bit you're here on official business. Excuse you. Indeed. Do you not know who I am? Okay. Right, we need to come out swinging. Nothing else matters. We need to basically burn this thing down as much as possible. Can't play that, so let's get this on the field. Let's just get going and get it done. Okay. Let's play that. That's coming out swinging. So let's go. Those two attacking that. Let's destroy that. Okay. And then we'll just quietly throw some damage into that. Okay, so that thing's going to come out swinging again. That's defended. That's being attacked. Not a lot of damage, unfortunately. We'll get that coming out. And that's on the field. And we'll play that. Excellent. A lot of metal has just gone down, which is fantastic. Okay, once destroyed, restored to resolve for every opponent's argument. Okay, that's really nasty and we need to block. We'll do that to get a damage increase. We'll get a bit of armor on it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. So who's attacking it? That thing's attacking it. Is it? No, that core argument is okay. Okay. Ouch. That really, really hurt. Why didn't I have this card last turn? That's annoying. We need to discard a card. This one, we'll go play this. Have this on the field. And attack that. Okay, we need to finish this fight now. There we go. We took a lot of resolve damage. Braggart. Fill your hand with Braggart. They cost 0 until it played. So this is a basic Braggart card, and they're supposed to. So that's where we're getting a lot of damage out. Okay, fine. We've got a load of cards upgraded. Chaos Theory. Start of your turn, play a random card in your hand for gain. At the start of your turn, play a random card in your hand for free. We'll keep it, and then it's free, but it's expanded for that turn. That's nice. Play a composer to all following the arguments equal to the damage dealt by this card. That's nice. Right, so with this one, price of using it goes down. And we get a slight damage increase. I'm going to go with the multiplier. And this one is increased by 3. This is how many often you use it, because this one in the long run will outpace this one. I think I'm going to go with this one though. Okay, so because we have this one, which is the other version of it. So we have that, ton of metal, health, and we get an upgrade. Create 2 at the start of your turn. Apply 2 composer to this. Yeah, I'm going to basically get this one, because having multiple of these guys running about is really nice to have. Relax, bud. This here's my medicine. I've got a bad case of the blues, you see, on account of how my parents got crushed by this big blob over here. You mean? That's right, I'm a banquad. Of course, sir. I just inform the higher priest that you are here, shall I? We shall have someone show you around in a sanctioned manner. The priest scuttles off appropriate considering it's the beach. Well, if I had known you had made it so easy, I might have brought more vials. Yeah, well, no time for regrets. Looks like you've got 3 minutes to do your thing. On it. The bell broker moves quickly, unwrapping some tools from a wax-treated envelope and digs deep into the behemoth's blubber. I have it. Now let's see about getting some answers. Okay. So, my resolve is shot. The alcohol isn't a problem yet, from what I can see. So I'm going to take another risk, throw down a bit more money. Yeah, I'm going to take a hit. And now we get the cards. Okay. That's fine. I just want to go into... This is probably going to be a nasty encounter. The rendezvous isn't anywhere remarkable. But you smell something like unturned earth, deep and musky. Hail, Curif. We brought the sample as you requested. Now you'll tell me of the Rauch. Yes, the Rauch. A remote archipelago and biomass where cures and diseases are spawned alike. Rauch? Show me the sample first, then I answer your questions. The vial is sealed, but Kifif takes a sample with a long leaden tongs. What's the deal here, buddy? That behemoth has been on the beach for days. Plenty of time to work its mischief indeed. The beaching was merely the beginning. Whatever parasite created the behemoth, it has moved on to a new host. One Vixmill Banquad, if I'm not mistaken. Now that is a sample I'd like to collect. What for? Vix? What do you mean? Vix has got a parasite? Ah, a friend of yours, Miss Banquad. I'm afraid you'll have to kill him. That is assuming you want to save the world. What? I spoke plainly. Process this information as you will, but do not plague me with your rhetoric questions. Plague. That's a little joke, you see. About Vix. Look, I'm just trying to wrap my head around. What does my brother have to do with the end of the world? He's a jackass, but not a manacle one. He can't destroy a whole planet. Destroy? Certainly not, but remake, yes, says the man. Vax Miller, your brother, I see, is host to a force as old as the Vagrants, even older perhaps. You are familiar with the Rolok? Yeah, Rolok. Sure, yeah. Gross goop that mutates anything it touches. The bile brokers manage its trade, but once every 1,000 or so years, the neap tide drowns even the most adept swimmers. With your brother acting as its champion, the Rollock will consume everything on this planet and remake it as it sees fit. Creot will fly, Krades will drown, or perhaps the other way around. It is unlikely our consciousness will survive the transformation to even remember a time when things were different. Ask about the Rollock. Let me be sure I got this. The Rollock, the floating turd of mass that Bilebroker's mine for medicine and stuff, is aware? Evil? Don't be foolish. It's no more evil than the wind or the sea. It's a natural part of this planet. It comes, it remakes, then it rests. The Vagrants didn't know about that middle part, of course, which is why none of them are here to tell us the story. No way. Credesia are old as the stars. We got vagrant ships with our faces on them. Yes, and perhaps those are your ancestors, or perhaps it's just a passing resemblance. Would you like to test your luck and see what the Rollock makes of you now? This is remarkable, says Lesser. We've never underestimated the danger of Rollots, of course. And my brethren and I often discuss the possibility of, well, of what could go wrong, a worst case scenario. I need to sit down. About Hess. What about Hess? Ain't it got anything to say about this? Hess, your god from below the sea? If it does exist, then it's as much a creation of the Rollock as you are, and it stands to lose just as much. Where I come from, Hess is a name spoken only by outsiders, and soon it won't be a name spoken at all. About Kirith. What about you? How do you know all of this, huh? Deep in the bog, there is an old memory. A consciousness as ancient and as squelching as the squelching mud beneath your feet. He's basically talking. We've come in contact with this thing before. It's basically an AI unit. There's like basically an AI unit in the bog. It's often confused and its grasp on the present is brittle. But it burbles in your ears as we sleep, and my brethren and I have been able to glean certain truths from its ramblings. Many of us worshipped this consciousness until recently. Perhaps I'm just in the mood to test boundaries, but if you can stop your brother, I'd love to see you succeed. Go save the world. Look, I'm not going to pretend to have a clue of what you're talking about, but this is a problem that can be solved with fists, and pretty sure I can fix it. An ancient problem warrants an ancient solution. Your fists should do just fine. I'm going to need a backup for this. I need to go have a drink. I mean, think. Actually, probably both. Bye. Okay. So, it looks bad, folks. I'm not going to lie. We can limit opportunity, or there's a party on the beach. Let's try the party on the beach. You find a small group of disheveled people sitting around some rocks. This looks like a fun party. Hi, man. Are you here to lick the goo? Excuse me? The goo. Ever since the beaching, it's been washing up on these rocks. And you lick it? Yes. But you have to pick a colour first. Well, that's interesting. Ask questions first. About Chatterus. What does Chatterus do? That's the colour of words. Which words? Powerful words. I see. Ask about Torpy. Have you tried the Torpy? That's one's a real trip. It makes you forget your violent impulses. Do you have a lot of violent impulses? Not anymore. Ask about Mauve. Oh, it's colours. Okay, what happens with Mauve? Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Why not? Just take my word for it. Don't pick Mauve. Ask about a different colour. What happens if you lick all the colours? You can't do that. Why not? Because that would be greedy. Okay. So, he said not to lick Mauve. This gets rid of violent impulses, which probably means that we lose, like, battle cards. Lick. Let's try this one. Okay. Let's try this colour. That's my favourite colour. You find understood packs of Chartreuse Ichor and have a taste. It's not half bad. Okay, choose a number of cards to upgrade. Okay. We can choose up to 5. Oh, we can choose a negotiating card to upgrade. Okay. So if we take this one, what do we get if we get it? More damage and it's easier to cast. That basically is upgraded Brags. Okay. Gain just 2 renown. Firstly, I'm going to go with this one. And we will make it... We will make it cheaper to play. There we go. That was alright. Tell your friends. Okay, let's go to the Mattel cellar. I'm ready to get stronger. Right here, we got 44 that we can spend. So what do we want to get? Increase health while sleeping. Restore additional resolve when drinking. Having more resolve would be nice, to be honest, because resolve is always really hard to get. So let's... I'm going to probably do this. Got 34. If we do this and get our resolve up, so we get 6 additional resolve, which is always nice to see. Basic negotiation cards start with bonus XP. Increase maximum health. Probably starting off with having basic battle cards, or additional Sill would probably not be too bad. But I think I'm going to go basic The thing is, I do a lot of negotiating anyway, so having your battle cards start with bonus XP so they increase faster is probably a nice thing to have. Okay. And let's see if you've unlocked any flourishes. No flourishes have been unlocked. Okay. So, get additional resolve. Let's head back to the bar and go and talk to Marie. This guy hates us. Fantastic. Smith, you look rough. Did the bar broker do something to you? Tell Sweet Morif about the upcoming apocalypse. You tell Sweet Morif what you just learned, and he takes it about as well as you did. So Vix is going to destroy the world. That's what that bogger made it sound like. Only it's not him, is it? It's the parasite or whatever. Thought Credesi were good about getting dewormed. I thought this one might be a little tougher than that. I think this one's might be a little tougher than that. So let me get this straight. If you go ahead and beat up your brother, which you were planning to anyway, then that'll make me some kind of hero, huh? Guess I always knew I was destined for greatness. Or destined to be the first one to be slaughtered. Maybe it's gonna... Or destined to be the first one to be slaughtered. Maybe. It's got to be at that assembly tonight, yeah? You're gonna need help. I'll put the word out. Let your allies know they should gather. Well, let's do it. We don't have anything else we can do. Yeah. Wait for the Adulterine assembly to start. I hate waiting. Give me an upset stomach. Well, you're at a bar, and it wouldn't be like you to go into a fight responsibly. What you say? One last open tab? Ah, sweets, you're a good friend. If we both get mauled, if you both get mutated into some kind of slime mold or something, I hope we're still pals. Yeah, I think so. You tend to grow on people. You pass the hours fortifying yourself for the night ahead. Night falls, and as the bar clears out, Seems all the pearl on the foam is planning to be at the beach. If not, take advantage of the empty streets. Right, one last for the road. Can't put it off any longer. Well, the reinforcements are here. Can't say it stands up to your schoolyard entourage, but it's better than nothing. What, is this everyone? Everyone who came when called anyway. Maybe there's a few people in the grave who might have had your back, but you can't ask them. So what do you think? You've got a plan for getting close to Vix? Gonna crash the party, aren't I? Everyone in the Pearl is gonna be there, which means everyone who hates you will have the perfect chance to sow it. These friends you've got here all have better ins than you do. Use them. Guess I could send someone to waylay some of the other handsome Credes, steal his invite. Could do, or maybe one of them can work with the caterers, get everyone a little too tipsy. Hard to see you if you clouded their visions with drink. You know. That's the exact kind of wishful thinking and foolish optimism that usually gets me where I'm going. I know. I'm learning, mutters Morif. You look at the assembled crowd and consider your options. Okay. So we got your brother, your sister, Weasel, and basically... Let's talk. It's not true, is it? What Sweet said about Vix? He's sick. Cat's up with Wolfie. Yeah, Vix is sick, and he's ground zero for something. Still not quite sure I get what. What do you plan to do? Kill him? I guess I gotta, unless you have any ideas. Vix was as stubborn as a barnacle even before this. I suppose this explains his recent behaviour. When he wanted to expel you from the family, that was extreme, even for him. What? So the parasite made him do it? No, but maybe a part of him wanted to be sure that there'd be someone to put him down. Recruit Mulfrey to steal an ID for you. I need an invite, and an outstanding citizen to pretend to be. Say no more. I happen to know an officer who is your spitting image. I'll be keeping tabs on him, of course, just in case we ever need to fake your death. Ah, Fee, you did that for me. I just always like to have a plan B and a plan C, through F, for that matter. Right, let's talk to your other brother. You can't be serious. Taking on Vix directly? In front of the Deltarines, no less? Even if you survived, family name certainly won't. Catch up with Ferox. Ferox, you realise that if we don't do this, there won't be no family. Or there will be, but it'll just be one big pile of mutant. I'm not actually sure how this works. And yet I'm supposed to follow you into this confrontation? Against Vixmilly, no less? Hey, if you don't want to do it, don't let me stop you. I'm the last of us who should talk to you about duty or whatever. What exactly is your plan? Recruit Thorax to compromise the catering. I want to sneak in without roughing up too many Deltarines, even I know that's not good for the family line. You think you can talk to the domestics, get them to go heavy on the booze? Well, certainly. I can even provide the booze if that's all that you need. I appreciate that you're thinking ahead. Okay. So we got my sister getting the ID, my brother drugging people, and we've got Weasel and Till Ultro. Let's do it with her. Ask Tull Ultra about Vixmali's plan. Did you know about this thing? Did I know that your brother is infested with an ancient parasite that will alter the DNA of every creature on the planet? I'm honoured you think so much of my prescience. That was a lot of big words when a no would have done just fine. What we knew was that Vixmali was behaving strangely and the beaching was likely dangerous. The two in combination warranted investigation. And sure enough, you've uncovered a threat to all of Hessendom. You should be proud. So what next? If Vixmali is going to unleash a mutagenic wave upon Hiveria, tonight certainly seems the night to do it. What with the Doltarine and the Renatorian emissaries gathered, That's a good start. Whatever you do, you should keep him away from anyone he could infect. Tell Utaro about the cult. You know, the Bogger I talked to seemed to think about maybe Hess was just a leftover from the last time this happened. Is that right? You don't seem all that fussed. The Rollock and Hess are both bigger things than I can even claim to know, but I've studied long and trained hard to be a servant of the Abyss. Meditations of some pharaoh philosopher aren't exactly the stuff revelations are made of. And then we talk to Wizel. Hey Smith, I thought I could find you here. Not going to start any trouble, are you? No, of course not. Just wanted to tell you that I'm around for a while, and if you need some help, I'm available to hire. How generous of you. Yeah, we didn't even have the 100 sil we needed to basically do this in the first place, so this is going to be interesting. But I think this... Let's talk to Maurice. Ask Sweet Maurice about a friend. Sweet Maurice, I got to pick your brain. Okay. Ask about Fraxel. What's your brother? You want me to tell you about your own brother? I mean, it's been a while. He's grown up a bit since I saw him last. I don't know, Smith. He's a bit of a homebody, I guess. Didn't reckon he'd ever had many friends. Probably spent most of his time with the nanny. Mulfree? Smith, come on. You were hats on the same egg. What can I possibly add to your understanding? I don't know. Look, the past few days, maybe I'm realizing I took a lot for granted. You've got an outside perspective. Sees you with a brain, or without an ego. Take your pick. Ouch. I mean, fair, but stab me in the heart, why don't you? Ask about Tell Ultaro. You know her better than I do. She's a luminary, isn't she? A Hessian army knife. She can break open an oyster and stick it and suck it too. Sorry. She can break open an oyster and snuck it too. Rightio. I'm gonna go to my room. Don't mind power, just head into my room. Help yourself. Let's change our outfits. Let's go back to the Gambler disguise. Okay, so here we are. We've got everyone gathered, and now we have to go and face the music. But I think, folks, this is a good place to end the episode as any, as we dive into the final boss fight. And I really, really hope that we don't get our heads handed to us, because considering what's at stake in the world coming to an end, we need all the help we can get. Goodbye, folks.